How Olivia Rodrigo has given Taylor Swift and Paramore $2 million in publishing royalties. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Olivia Rodrigo's first full-length album, Sour, has been a huge success. Her songs are all over the radio and constantly playing in every shopping center or bar you step foot into. It is the definite go-to track in the current time and is rocking the charts as well, earning huge sums for the 18-year-old singer. Rodrigo has named several artists as her musical influences, but since the release of her album, she has given a more official versions of credit. Despite her success, Rodrigo has been accused of copying an originality, even by Courtney Love. Post-release, Rodrigo has added several songwriting credits to various tracks on Sour. According to Billboard, Olivia Rodrigo has given Hayley Williams and Josh Farro, two members of the band Paramore, songwriting credits on her track Good For You. Williams and Farro now stands to earn half of what Rodrigo makes from the song. According to estimates, the banger has made at least $2.4 million in global publishing royalties so far, leaving her producer and co-writer Dan Nigro and Rodrigo $1.2 million, while the other half is shared by William and Farro. That means when Olivia Rodrigo gave Paramore and Taylor Swift songwriting credits on her Sour hits, she wasn't just sharing the glory, she was sharing the sweet profits too. After controversy erupted, Rodrigo credited the Paramore members due to an interpolation of the band's 2008 song Misery Business. Since the release Good For You, fans have pointed out the similarities between the two songs and even made mashups, one of which has been viewed more than 3 million times on YouTube. It was then announced that Paramore's Hayley Williams and Joshua Farro had been retroactively given songwriting credits because of the similarities, something that Williams reacted to in an Instagram story. Various reports at the time claimed that although they weren't originally credited, Rodrigo's teams had been in touch with Williams and Farro about the song. However, this is not the first instance of Rodrigo retroactively adding songwriting credits to Sour. Rodrigo also gave Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff writing credits for her track One Step Forward, Three Steps Back before the release of her album. The song includes an interpolation of Swift's songs New Year's Day from her 2017 Reputations album. But Rodrigo gave Swift another songwriting credit after the release of Sour for the song Deja Vu. She credited Swift, Antonoff, and Annie Clark as songwriters due to the song's similarity to Swift's Cruel Summer from her 2019 album Lover. She is also giving up 2/3 of publishing revenue for One Step Forward, Three Steps Back to Swift, Antonoff, and Clark. Variety also notes that the music publishers take a slice of the pie as well, writing half of that goes to whatever publishers are involved. In this case, Sony Music Publishing represents Rodrigo and Dan Nigro. Now with Williams and Farro added to the credits, Warner Chappell Music has a piece of this too. One artist who didn't have a problem with Rodrigo taking influence from their work was Elvis Costello, who responded to accusations that a guitar riff from one of his songs had been copied for Rodrigo's album opener Brutal. Fans have also pointed out similarities between Rodrigo's song Brutal and Elvis Costello Pump It Up from 1978. But Costello himself responded to the resemblance by tweeting, "This is fine by me. It's how rock and roll works." He has not requested a songwriting credit. "This is fine by me," Costello tweeted. "It's how rock and roll works. You take the broken pieces of another trill and make a brand new toy. That's what I did." Last week, Adam Levine also stepped in to defend Rodrigo against accusations of copying other artists, explaining that it was a gray area in the music industry. Now, certainly everyone can't be as generous as Costello, and giving other artists songwriting credits isn't as simple as merely adding their name to the track. It also requires payout. With the success of Rodrigo's first album, the amount she has to give up to the various other artists she has credited both before the release of the album and retroactively is of course huge. Deja Vu has earned at least $1.3 million in worldwide publishing royalties. Swift was granted 25%, Antonoff 20%, and Clark 5% of the interpolations of Swift's Cruel Summer. This means that the earnings are about $325,678 in royalties for Swift, $260,542 for Antonoff, and $65,135 for Clark. Rodrigo and Nigro split the remaining 50% of royalties equally, meaning they each get about $598,575 each from the song. One Step Forward, Three Steps Back has earned more than $258,379 in publishing royalties. It is one of the few songs on the album Rodrigo wrote without Nigro. But after sharing songwriting with Swift and Antonoff, Rodrigo now holds 33.34% compositions ownership. Swift holds 33.34% and Antonoff holds 33.32%. So far, they have earned about $86,000 from the song. The total royalties Rodrigo and Negro gave up to other artists adds up to over $2 million. But it's likely that Rodrigo avoided even more costly copyright infringement lawsuits by adding these names to her album. However, both the artists have nothing heavy to lose at, as the matter is now sorted amicably. Surely, as of this week, Rodrigo and Negro have lost a hefty chunk of change by each giving up about $1 million to their muses without other fees considered. But good for you, we'll be sending more big bucks their way soon. A song like that can earn $10 million. One prominent music attorney was heard quoting. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing videos from us.